Okay, I'm going to share with you the modified single crochet for this pattern. I don't know if it's like this any other way. I don't know if there's another name for it. That's why I kind of wrote it out at the bottom, and I'm doing a tutorial. This is only done on the ruffles. It starts on the second runs of the V's, or granny stitch, whichever one you want to call it. I have a base foundation thing, and I started a V-stitch. That's why I refer to it in the pattern. I am going to show you the two different ways I list in the pattern to do it. I have a little bit of a bigger hook than what's called for in the pattern because I'm a very tight knitter, and especially for y'all to be able, or not knitter, crocheter, I don't know where that came from, especially for y'all to be able to understand and see it. I want it to be the bigger hook. I use a bigger hook all the time. So the first way is to actually grab a bigger hook than what you're already working with, and this is not big enough because this is what I've been working with. So what I suggested and what worked when I was actually using the suggested hook is I got a size N. Oof. It's an N, I promise. Hook, and I put it through the loop after the V-stitch to go into your single crochet, and then I go through on your first round of modified single crochets. It's only going to be like a regular single crochet. Only difference is either you're going to use a big hook, which immediately you'll actually take it out and go back to your regular hook, and then do your next V. And so you'll either do that or you'll do the second version, which, let me work up this V and I'll show you. In a way, the second version will be easier because you don't have to change hooks. But for me, I like the first way because like I said, I'm a tight crocheter as it is. And to have the consistency in the pattern and make it look even, I would prefer to use the big hook. So the other way to do it is basically do a long or extended single crochet at the beginning, and so you just kind of pull it up longer so it kind of matches it, and then just crochet it. See, and it gives the same kind of effect. It's still a long stitch, but like I said, I like the uniformity because there's no guarantee that I'm going to get it the same. So I'm going to work another V-stitch real quick and turn the work so I can show you what to do. Now, as it says in the pattern, when you turn this work, right now it doesn't matter. Actually, you're about to start a precedent for it on the next turn, or on the next row. When you do it after, when you start doing the actual modified stitching, you want to always do it the same direction, which I'll make sure and do 3 rows to show you. So that way it all looks the same. So, like I said, I'll show you that so you understand what I'm saying. Let me do another V-stitch real quick, and I'll be able to show you the modification on this. So you're going to go through, sorry, it takes me a second. Okay, so let me show you the first way. Like I said, I prefer it, but each the room. You put in your hook, and you go and you find your extended or big hook crochet, and you're going to go through the first 2 loops, like right through the middle of your crochet, single crochet stitch. So you got 2 up front and 2 in the back. You see that? So there's 2 on each side. See, what this is going to do is it's going to give a raised effect, and you want that raised look, and you'll see it in the picture. It's very noticeable. It makes it very pretty. And then you just do a single crochet. Like I said, if there's a term for that, I don't know what it is. So I figured this is the easiest way to do it. And so you take it, if you use the big hook, take it out and then finish your stitching. So let me do that, and then I'll show you basically the same thing but the second way, in case that's what you're going to do. But I want to keep going because I want to show you the third row. It's very important that you do it a certain way on the third row to keep the effect going. So okay, I'm at my next thing to go to the single crochet, so we're going to go through the 2 loops. So you got 2 loops, and then I don't know what I did. You'll have 2 loops. And you draw through, and you kind of pull it up so you can extend it if you're doing it the second way, and make the single crochet, and then go back into your V-stitch. So let's see, this is not difficult, it's just a matter of making sure it's done the correct way. And I wanted to make sure you understood what my notes were, because having never written a pattern before, I was afraid of it not being understandable. I'm sorry, I got out of the frame. So I'm getting ready to turn the work. Again, this is not how you would do it in the pattern. You wouldn't change stuff here in the pattern. This is just so I can show you. So we're going to go back to the V-stitch. Oh. And sorry, I gotta get more yarn. Almost done. Okay, now if you notice here, you're on the back side now of where you chose to make your raise. So you can't see it. And over here you've got the raise, and the thing is on the front side of the blanket you want this raise to, it kind of makes it look separate, it makes it look pretty. And again, like I said, you'll see it in the picture that's on the pattern. So you actually want to go behind or turn it over, whichever's easier for you. In a way, I almost turn it over anyway. You want to go behind into the single crochet in the middle of it where you got the 2 loops, draw through, maybe, oh, there we go. And if you're using the same stick or same hook, draw up, or if you're using the big hook, you know, don't, yarn over and do your single crochet. So you still got the kind of flatness, or you know, the extras back here, but over here you're going to keep this raised look. Why is this so blurry? I'm sorry, but you can kind of see, and I'll finish the row so I can show you both of them. Got twisted. Okay, so another V stitch real quick. I know it's kind of a long video, I'm sorry. I just want to make sure that y'all understand what you're supposed to do. Okay, so this time I'm going to use the bigger hook, so we also go through that, put it in, and like I said, you either like flip it this way, turn it over, whatever, and you find this raised stitch. Right here's the one right below it. You go through the 2 loops. Okay, that must have been the one that I just pulled through last time and extended. You pull through it. It's so tight. This is why I prefer this method. Well, I'm sorry, ladies, gentlemen, whoever's doing this. I don't mean to be gender biased there. It's just see, when I'm going to make this, it's all going to be using this big hook because I can't even. Ha! Okay. Sorry. So you pull through and you just yarn or you just crochet again, or single crochet it. And for me, you will tighten it up again a little bit, and then just go back to your granny or V-stitch. So I'm going to finish this V-stitch so I can show you the whole look that you're trying to achieve, okay? And then we'll be done with this tutorial. So, okay. So here's your back side. Yeah, let me get where you can see it. Here's your back side. And like I said, there's no raised. You see? You just got your V-stitch, but you don't really even see the single crochets. But you want to make sure they're all on the same side when you do it. And you want to have that raised stitch, that raised effect. And it'll look, I won't feel like switching yarn. In the pattern, it actually shows you switching yarn, and it looks so much prettier. But you'll definitely be able to see it and stand out and add some character to your work. So I hope that you're able to understand this and it's been helpful. Have fun. Bye.